What's up, everyone? You'll notice that my layout is a bit different today. That's because I'm doing something a bit different today. As you can see by the title and stuff, I'm going to be reading the first leg, I suppose you can call it, of my audiobook. Before we get into it, I have a little author's note prepared, some things I want to say. So let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone who supports my creative endeavors. Obviously, there's no place to start other than my beautiful wife, who's currently in the shower, and puts up with my shenanigans on a daily basis. But I'm grateful to everyone who's ever hit a little button underneath something I've posted. Be it on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, WordPress, or Twitter, your likes and shares have told me that these things are worth continuing to do, and there's no praise higher. Except perhaps those of you who can call yourselves my patrons. You guys take it one step further, telling me to do it, not just that it's worth doing. That group obviously encompasses those supporting me on Patreon, but it also includes my Twitch subscribers and those who have tipped me through buymeacoffee.com. I've been talking a lot lately on my blog and in Discord and on stream as well about not being able to spend as much time online, but it's you guys who let me stay on as much as I do. If you're interested in joining their ranks, go to littleblueumbrellas.com and click on the jar. Oh my goodness. Go to littleblueumbrellas.com and click on the jar on the right-hand side of the screen. It'll look just like... Which side of the screen is it on? That one? Yeah, it'll look just like this jar. And that'll take you to what I call my support nexus. It's just a blog post where you can tip me through WordPress, and then there are links to the other sites through which I monetize there as well. Now, about what we're doing here. This book is called To Save What's Lost, which is a working title. I was told in school that publishers like to pick titles for themselves, so I shouldn't get attached. And I've been working on To Save What's Lost in some capacity since 2014. It's not finished. In fact, it's far from finished. My stretch goal is to develop a world which functions similar to the MCU or to Star Wars, in that new stories can be slotted in at any point in the history at any time, and characters will pop up in unexpected places in otherwise unconnected works. You could also see it as similar to Sanderson's Cosmere, but I picture something a little bit more interconnected than that. This book represents my entry point into the world of Ariest. The world and involved cultures and peoples are growing quite quickly around it. What I'll be reading today is the version of the text on the website ariestadventures.wordpress.com, which there are links to. Links are available. Hit me up on Discord if you have trouble finding one. The project title as a whole is currently Adventures in Ariest, though as previously discussed, that may change. In fact, I wish to note that things will change. The broad strokes will generally remain fixed, but there are edits I had intended to make before recording this and simply didn't have time. Writing is slow, arduous work, and if you don't believe me, drop into one of my video game streams sometime and we can talk about it. I will be posting this to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. And I fully intend to keep the playlists containing the iterations of this audiobook well organized and labeled over there. This pass will be version 0.1, and we're just going to go from there. Last thing. In order to maintain pace and focus, I will not be paying attention to chat while I read, in direct contrast to how I normally pay attention to chat while I'm gaming. I will look at it between chapters. I'm only going to read 2 chapters in the prologue today. And I'm hoping that I have things to respond to at those points. But once I'm going, I'll be focusing on maintaining audiobook quality reading to the best of my ability. So here we go. Welcome to Save What's Lost and the world of Ariest.